Good morning, Jefferson City. Welcome to the NC Daily for Tuesday, May 26th. I am Erin Shrimp. Welcome back from the long holiday weekend. Yesterday was Memorial Day. I want to take a moment again to thank our veterans, service members, and their family members for their service. We are looking today at what Jefferson City did for Memorial Day, how it honored our local veterans in the community. We'll also talk about some community events from last week that also centered on service, leadership, and recognition. And then we have a story about Jefferson City School District's board meeting last week where they discussed the budget for next year. And as we reported on Friday, Governor Mike Kehoe has moved several major ballot issues to the August primary ballot. And we will close with a prep sports update. Several area teams are not in play anymore in districts, but there's a few that are still going strong and have the potential to make a championship run. So we will start with Memorial Day. At the Missouri Capitol yesterday, more than 300 people gathered for the annual Memorial Day concert in the Rotunda. Love it when we have fantastic music in the Rotunda. The Jefferson City Community Symphonic Band performed a patriotic program. They played Hymn to the Fallen, America the Beautiful, Personal Favorite, and The Stars and Stripes Forever. The band director, Paul Hinman, told the News Tribune, the concert is the annual tradition for the band of saying thank you to those who served, especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice. There was also a Memorial Day ceremony that is held annually through the Jefferson City Veterans Council. This year, retired U.S. Army Master Sergeant Keith Jarada served as the keynote speaker. He served 2 deployments in Afghanistan. He spoke about what losing colleagues in service means. He said Memorial Day is personal for him and that freedom is not free. The ceremony also included a 2-bell ceremony where 65 veterans who died the past year were remembered by name. So many family members and friends attended that ceremony. News Tribune, also our local government reporter Matt McFarland did a story on a Gold Star mother, Sandy DeRaps, whose son, Marine Lance Corporal Leon DeRaps, was killed in Iraq in 2006. I hope that you will check out that story. It's a reminder that for Gold Star families, Memorial Day is a very somber day, and that the work that they do as Gold Star families helps keep their loved ones alive. It's a great story. As we move forward, last week, the Jefferson City News Tribune covered 2 other local events that focused and centered on service. The Jefferson City Police Foundation held its 5th annual awards banquet and officers ball at the Capitol Bluffs Event Center. 12 Jefferson City police officers were recognized for going above and beyond for different reasons over the past year. Chief Eric Wilde told us that law enforcement alone cannot keep a community safe. He emphasized that this is about partnerships with businesses, schools, nonprofits, churches, and the broader community. The Police Foundation has helped pay for equipment and programs that may not otherwise fit into the city budget, including a 3D crime scene scanner, canines, and drones. And then the News Tribune also attended Zonta's 25th annual Women of Achievement Yellow Rose Luncheon, where local women were recognized for their leadership, service, and their contributions to the community. This year's theme was celebrating women of action. Jefferson City native and movie producer Gina Goff received the Celebration Award, and she spoke about taking risks and saying yes to opportunities. The Women of Achievement honorees included Zim Schwartz, Chief of Missouri Capitol Police, Katrina Tenon, Vice President of Private Banking at Central Bank, along with several other local women. The luncheon also recognized Paula Benny with the Lifetime Achievement Award and awarded a handful of second chance scholarships to local women who are pursuing education. So in our next local story, our education reporter Jack Wardinsky wrote about Jefferson City School Board's meeting last week, where they got an update from their chief financial officer on the financial outlook of the district for the next few years. We've been talking a lot about education funding in Missouri, particularly at the end of session, and where the General Assembly landed on the foundation formula. So last week, that conversation played out locally here in Jefferson City. At the school board meeting last week, the big takeaway was that they expect some revenue growth next year, but there is continued uncertainty around the state level decisions, and the other fact is that while there will be revenue growth, expenses are outpacing revenue growth. So while the district may end up in the black next year, it's only by a thin margin, and the expenses are rising faster as schools work to keep up with salaries and staffing. And so the school board is expected to vote on a final budget in June, but I'm sure we will continue to watch that conversation closely as it unfolds. And at the state level, as we reported on Friday, Missouri voters will see several constitutional amendments on the August primary ballot. Governor Mike Kehoe announced on Friday that he was moving 4 measures to the August primary ballot rather than the November general election. Those 4 are these. Amendment 1 would renew a sales tax for state parks and soil conservation. Amendment 2 would require the direct election of county assessors. Amendment 4 would change the threshold for constitutional amendments proposed by the initiative petition process. Instead of a simple statewide majority, citizen-led constitutional amendments would need to win a majority in every congressional district. And Amendment 5, Governor Kehoe's major proposal, would allow lawmakers to expand sales taxes as part of an effort to phase out Missouri's state income tax. So we will be right back with your prep sports update right after this break.
We have a severe weather alert to report here. The storm is also bringing the threat of damaging winds and large hail.
Here's the thing. When storms bear down, we step up.
Ready to begin?
You bet.
Our teams are always ready to keep your power strong. Ameren.com/poweron.
St. Louis Carpenters Union has shaped our communities. Through trusted alliances, we deliver skilled professional craftspeople while our business partners provide the kind of quality jobs that keep our economy humming. It's a blueprint that has worked since 1882. Turning Missouri into a right-to-work state stalls progress, wipes out jobs, and kills momentum. Right to work is wrong for everyone. Let's keep Missouri moving forward. Visit carpdc.org to learn more.
Now to sports. A lot of our area baseball teams, unfortunately, have been knocked out of the state championship bracket play or district play, including Jefferson City, Capital City, and Helias, who lost in districts last week. 3 area teams are still going, though. In Class 3, Fatima plays in sectionals tonight at 5 p.m. Blair Oaks also plays tonight at 5 against Holden. And St. Elizabeth is continuing on their big postseason run. They won a tough district championship game 1-0 on Friday night. They won their sectional, and now they have moved on to the Class 1 quarterfinals for tomorrow. In soccer, we have 2 local teams still in it. Helias won their district and is on to the quarterfinals, as well as Capital City girls soccer also won their district, and so remains a chance that both of them could face each other down the road. But in track and field, the state championships continue to bring strong performances from area athletes. We have a lot of coverage from the Class 1, 2, and 3 state championships. Lots of local athletes perform very well. We have that coverage in the News Tribune. Class 4 and 5 athletes compete this weekend at Adkins Stadium. So Jefferson City will once again be busy hosting athletes, families, and fans from across the state. So we'll continue tracking all of those postseason scores, brackets, and state championships. We have updates in the News Tribune online and in the paper. So as to Kelton and I's little bet that we had going with Southern Moon and Helias, they both lost in their district baseball championship games. So neither one of us technically lost. It was more of a tie. So we've agreed that later this week, we're just each going to wear our hometown team's gear just to honor the bet. So, but shout out to the Helias girls who are still in the tournament. But that's your NT Daily for Tuesday, May 26th. We hope you're recovering from this holiday weekend. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and we will see you tomorrow.